right, you got it.
We're live. Yeah, we're live.
We're live. We're going live.
Yeah. 3 minutes more according to the time.
Yeah. We are live.
How are
Hello,
you?
everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Friday interactive chat with Rose and Chantelle. So, yeah, Rose, if you're not knowing, if you're watching my feed, you can only see me. I'm on Facebook, my personal page, business page, and on YouTube. If you want to see us both together on the same screen, jump onto the Zoom chat or Zoom call, which the directions are in my feeds. Jump on there with Rose. You'll see Rose. She's a radio host, so she's all there ready to go. And also on her YouTube channel, the Great Awakening channel, and you'll see us both there. Otherwise, you'll see me interacting with Rose just like we're on a radio. Okay, so that's a bit confusion out there, but that's how we go. The chat should be working today, hopefully. So put in the chats what you want to work on, what you want to discuss, any homework that you want me to do. Like last week, I did some homework this week on ley lines and chakras, earth chakras. So
nice.
Later. So check in the chat what you want to discuss, or any questions out there. Nothing is out of bounds. We've got amazing wisdom here in the room with Rose
and Chantelle. And Chantelle, I'm not the only one with the wisdom.
Yeah. If we don't know, we'll ask Kaya Brown. So.
Yeah, and Keith did Keith answer the question? Did he give us the answer to what he asked us last week?
At the time, because I forget the knowing, you see, and at the time I was like, ley lines. So the question last week was, what are Earth's meridians? And I'm like, in my head I'm going, ley lines, because I love ley lines. And I was like, no, this is a trick question from Keith. So, no, and I chatted on during the week, and he goes, yeah, no, those are ley lines. I was like, so I was correct. So basically the ley lines are the meridians of the earth, and they're like a DNA coil around the earth. And what's special about them, and you probably don't even know, but they're really energetic lines, and you can sort of see them as well. A lot of churches or sacred religion sites are actually built on the crossover of two ley lines. So really good points. So that's why you can feel energy on them. So if you go to a church and stuff, I'm getting confirmation and buzzing everywhere. So go on the churches or old religious sites, normally they're on a crossover of a ley line. So energetic meridians through the earth. And also I discovered, my little homework session, is that the earth has got chakras as well. So I'm like, wow.
Yeah, the earth has got chakras, definitely.
Yes. So you might have actually been to some of them around the world. There's like obviously at least seven of them. I imagine there'll be more now.
Yeah. One of them is meant to be Uluru.
Yeah, Uluru. So we've got the root chakra in Mount Shasta.
Yeah.
My pronunciation is really bad. So California.
Yeah.
Then we've got the sacral, so moving up the body. We've got the sacral and Lake Titicaca, and that's Bolivia or Peru. Okay.
Yep.
So about my pronunciation, guys.
Yep.
And then the solar plex is Uluru. Okay, so Australia, that's the rock in Australia. A heart chakra, Glastonbury, or in England.
Go baby, yeah. Glastonbury.
Well, there must be that's a heart chakra, so you can picture all the big hippies hang out.
Yeah.
Back in the day, so,
Jesus was there too, by the way, if anybody wanted to know. He was a neat guy. He would have been a mate.
Now the third eye moves apparently. Okay, so currently it's in the Western Europe, close to the heart chakra. So it moves apparently. So I don't know where that one is at the moment. The crown chakra is Mount Kailas in Tibet, and I do apologize now for my pronunciation of any of these places. So there you go. There's a bit of homework there.
Yeah, and go on, sorry.
I'm going to say, and ley lines you might be able to see visually. So trees. If you see a tree that's split, it means there's a ley line going through it. And you can sort of, if you line the trees up from split to split tree, you can see that there is actually a line there, energetic line. So yeah, have a look in nature. You'll be able to see all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So, go right.
Well, I wanted to say recently they've been talking about cosmic chakras as well. Okay. Diana Cooper is talking about cosmic chakras. I don't understand all of it, but hey, if you're interested in that kind of thing. So the earth has got cosmic chakras, and that is something in South Africa is one of the cosmic chakras of the earth. Okay. So also the ley lines coming from that part of the world, I think it was Tim Wilde was talking about the ley lines of the planet have been laid down by the dragons.
Yes, and that was my next thing I was going to mention this week, my other homework. Is dragons. Yeah, we've skimmed across them.
Yeah.
But they're definitely, the energies here, and if you want, I've got a nice really script here if we want to read it out, explaining what happened to them and why they're back. So should we do that?
Yes, but let's just say hello to everybody who's just joined us. We're just going up past 9 o'clock. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Great Awakening Generator with me, Rose McNair, and of course we got Chantelle from Bioenergetics. Hi, Chantelle.
Hello. And for those guys who just missed it, we just chatted about the last 3 minutes about chakras of the earth and the ley lines. So go back and listen to that if you just joined us. So we're having some fun today talking about ley lines and dragons and all sorts of things. So put in the chat what you want us to chat about or find out information on, and what you want us to do some treatment on. So if you go, Rose.
Okay, right. I gotta say, even up until now, I don't know what I'm supposed to say today. I kind of have an idea. It's just been that kind of week, okay? However, there are two things I want to bring in. I'm bringing this crystal. It looks like if you can see it, it looks like a clear quartz, right? But I think because of the bright light, you can't see, but this has got some gritty bits on it. It's called Anandalite, Anandalite. And I was led to do my meditation this morning with Anandalite. I am Ananda Ruby. That is the name given to me by the gods, according to my astrology when I was born. And so I kind of gravitated to this. I just didn't know there was a crystal so close to my name. Ananda in Sanskrit means bliss and joy, okay? Anandalite, now let's talk about this one. If you can get Anandalite, let me tell you what it does for you, because I think that is a pretty awesome crystal. Right, what does Anandalite do for us? Anandalite quartz cluster is a unique crystal that is said to have powerful spiritual properties. It is believed to help individuals connect with their higher selves, enhance intuition, and promote inner peace. If there is anything you might need right now, Anandalite, because can you see some? You can see some golden stuff going on in there.
Yeah.
And it's a little piece I got given as a gift from my daughter recently, and because it's got my name in it, and she thought that was pretty cool.
And that's right? Pretty cool. Yeah. Wow.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I've got a crystal called, my name. But anyway, so she gave that to me, and I think very importantly now we need to be in tune with the higher self, keep the energy high, do those things that keep you in a good space. This week has been in the world's situation is getting worse and worse and worse in terms of all the noise and all of that that's going on out there, right?
Yeah.
And keep yourself salty, keep yourself cleansed by using all the tools you have. One of them can be your crystals. Right. Yes. I was told last night, though, when I was doing this, and I won't be too long because these are very short messages. I was guided to the wisdom of the Avalon Oracle cards, wisdom of the Avalon Oracle cards. Remember, this is related to Glastonbury, to Merlin, to the dragons, to Arthur, King Arthur, all of that, right?
Yeah.
But I've got some very simple cards for what I think is a magical subject. The card that I got was the number 19 card, which is the dog.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep.
It's pretty awesome, right? I mean, dogs were everywhere, apparently. So there you go.
Yeah.
The dog, right?
Yeah.
And I've got the dog lying here.
Yeah. And like today, it's the first time he's actually been in the room when we were doing this.
That's right.
Outside. But today, he wanted to be close to Rose.
Yes.
So.
So the dog, loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
These two cards that I'm about to talk about, they really are for somebody specifically watching us. I don't know who that is, but you know who you are, kind of thing. The dog might bark because there might be a messenger stopping by here. So please excuse us. I'll say that well in advance. All right. The dog is the most loyal animal to human beings. When the dog appears on your path, he reminds you of this trait. Are you steadfast with your loved ones? Are you true to yourself and your dreams? Do you act with sincerity? It's very important that you do so now, for good fortune comes with a faithful dog as your companion. The dog loves sincerity without conditions and is happy to be part of a pack. Think about how you function in your community. Are you a loyal team member? Another issue the dog asks you to consider is the loyalty of others. If someone is being insincere, move on, because he or she isn't meant to be in your pack. Ask the dog for a sign and your answer will be shown. Dog energy lives in your heart, so look there. It's a number 19 card, everybody. Number 19 is a 1 in the end. Numerology, 1 plus 9, 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. New beginnings, all right? So for whoever that is. Next card is a number 36, which is a 9, which is an ending card. Ending cycle in numerology, right?
So we go through a whole cycle, beginning and an end.
That's
Amazing.
right. And so also remember that maybe they were meant to be read the other way, but whatever. Okay, that's how I got them. I like order. So movement is the card. This marker reminds you that all things change as part of the cycle of life.
Mm-hmm.
This may portend a physical move, or it heralds a release from restriction and waiting. Rejoice, for change is in the air and new things are about to enter your world. This puts you on notice that it's time to broaden your horizons as you move forward on your path. You may travel to new and foreign places, both physically and inwardly. It is fortunate and timely to do so. Nothing is ever meant to be static in the ways of the living mystery. Movement brings challenges that must not be resisted. For progress can only be made by letting go of what was and becoming what is and what is yet to come. This marker is always an omen of change for the better. Wow. Okay.
So that there brings me back to my class this week with Jashita, Angel Jashita. And we did an alchemy this week. And practice our alchemies on ourselves. We do a lot of emotional alchemies and stuff. And what came out of my alchemy was security was my catalyst to say, well, my problem. I'm feeling lost at the moment. So basically, a lot of people are feeling lost. So we're all lost. There's a big group of us. We're all feeling really lost. But what was the key catalyst to mine? And mine was security. So letting go of the past, release that energy so there's more energy in the future, and just be mindful of the openness. So that card is just, well, it's speaking to me. So
great.
Yeah.
So I just where we're at, and I'm conscious of time. I'm going to give some language today, if you're okay with it.
Yes, I love Rose's language.
I felt that I've been questioning that, and just when you say this to me, I feel I need to say this. Mm-hmm. I need to do just like maybe a little bit of language. Before I say the language or do the language, I want to say to everybody, if you remember, if you've ever watched The Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, the last one was The Return of the King. Mm-hmm. I've actually lined it up, but I'm not going to play it, but I would encourage you to go and play it, because this has come into my space a few times now, and this is to remind people. So towards the end, Aragorn, the character Aragorn, is made king. He comes into his place of kingship. He acknowledges himself. He's finally come to accept that he was running away from what he truly was, and that is the king. His lineage was the king, right? If you remember The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Mm-hmm. And his speech after he's crowned, after Gandalf crowns him king, these are the words he says. He says, because Gandalf says, long live the king. And everybody stands up and they clap and they salute the king. But he stands up and he turns around to everyone and he says, this day does not belong to just one man, but it belongs to all of us. So in the light of that, I am going to do your language. I'm just going to put myself on musician's mode. If you put yourself, I don't know if you need to put yourself on mute, but we'll do this. Okay. Whatever comes out, comes out. So, hahikalam. Oh, lahi alokofem.
Ola mae la kefe la koma he jela vava no. Yela mako e voto vare va home. Hele kefo la kefa ma kilo yo. Kela baba kichola fe na keto ma he. Ola he, oh, me kiko faine, ila me toko ne, ola mahi la kofa, ila moko na leloi. Oh, you are a child of this. Ikela keshomalo. Kelamo tamale kalama kaforo ne la he. Yiramokotamana ke Ikaramakotomo ketomana kafaito. Shulamakeomo takanekeha. Ahikata. We cannot get this wrong. Yamaka chofana ke leke chopo kotai tapaina katoporomo ketafaitoko. We will always get this right. Be strong and know that you are protected in the bosom of your mother, the earth. Rama safarai ketopo ta kefeni kito ta keferona. Leshkafa laklopla miskaforan ketatapona kate. Ikutapa, tamara ketapana. Thank you. Yes, so that was being obedient because I kept hearing that we needed healing and confirmation and assurance to the collective. Lots is happening. It can be very disconcerting. Trust in you and yourself and that you have a squad looking after you. Get in touch with that squad. It is around you and available anytime, every minute, every second of the day, of the hour. Okay. Over to you, Chantelle. Thank you.
Wow, that was beautiful, Rose. And oh my God, the energy I felt around, amazing. Yeah, really going straight into the heart space.
Yeah.
Yeah, really deep heart stuff. So yeah, definitely felt that. It was amazing to hear. So thank you.
Thank you.
So we're coming to the point of the time when we're going to do some more energy work. We've already had a little bit from Rose already. If there's any comments put in, so Rose, have we got any comments on Zoom yet or not? Let us know. My feed looks like it's not connected up again. I don't know what it is, but anyway. So if you want to let me know, jump on the Zoom or jump on Rose's YouTube channel. Put some comments in there or jump in and put some comments on my feeds. Otherwise, I'll just go with collective and see what comes out. So what are we going to do today? First off, we're just going to send some energy to everyone because I think everybody needs it. Around the world, there's been a lot of stuff happening. In New Zealand here, we're going through winter, lots of sickness, lots of flu going around. Yeah, we'll do with that. Over in the States, I know in Canada, they're suffering with air quality stuff over there. So we're definitely going to work on the lungs. I think everybody in the whole world needs to work on their lungs, especially down under. We're going through winter, the flu season, and then up in the northern hemisphere, we've got the smoke, and it's spreading worldwide, basically. So let's work on a bit of that. But first off, let's just send some energy. Yeah? Let's just boost your bodies. Life force it is. So the form I'm going to be using today for this session is a Pangu. Okay, so Pangu is basically source light, source love energy coming through. It's life force. Without life force, basically we wouldn't be existing. It gives you that spark, and it goes right into the cells, and it energizes the cells, and that's what keeps us all going. Okay, it's that innate energy that just keeps things going, keeps everything working in the body. So if you have first time receiving energy, just put your palms up, it's receiving pose. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flow. Okay, so I'm just going to become a conduit of energy for everybody. By the way, don't forget the ground, okay? We are an energetic being. We need negative and positive. Okay, we're like a superconductor, so make sure you'll stick your feet in the ground visually and connect to Mother Earth. She is our mother, so connect to her, and then I will pour energy in from the heavens. Okay, so source light. But we need the connection to Earth to make a connection, like a circuit as such. So we go take kindness and believe in it as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Take kindness and believe in it as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. And again, take kindness and believe in it as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. That's and believe in it as basis. Frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. So if you're new to energy, you might feel your hands hot and cold, pins and needles, or swirling, or pops and bags around the body. It's all normal. Okay, we've got some communication. Hello, Carolyn. She's one of our regulars, so she'll no doubt put some comments in. So she'll feel the energy. She might even pop in and see what's around me, because I have got my squad. As Rose calls them, I've called my squad in. So, and you might feel some light language happening. Rose is doing light language as well behind the scenes. So just different energy coming through. Okay, so today we're going to work on the lungs. Now the lungs are part of the metal element. Okay, so because we're going to work on the 5 elements basically. So we have fire, the earth, metal, water, and wood elements. So once we get all 5 of them moving and working, let's make basically the energy in the body is all connecting up, where our meridian lines are connecting and flowing nicely, and all our chakras and they're all working and fixing motions. So today, now the 5 elements, definitely metal. Okay, so lung and large intestine are linked. So which one of those 2? Yeah, knew it. Lung, okay. Lung it is. Okay, so let's just boost the energy. Now what we're going to do with the lung, so I'm just going to feel into it. I'm getting the message. You've got to do a code, Chantelle. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a code. Okay, so the code is basically frequencies coming through me, and each different frequency I give a number to. Okay, now each frequency does a different thing. It's like an emotional alchemy, but it's actually an energetic alchemy. So we're taking a darker or denser energetic problem or trauma and taking it into a lighter version. So a lower frequency to a higher frequency is the aim of the game. So I'm sinking into the lungs, finding the deep, thick energy that needs moving. So energy loves to move, but if there's a blockage there or a dense part of it, it can't move. So what we're trying to do is dispose of that thickness there. So I'm just feeling into that thickness. And this is to do with the lungs, guys. So I'm just going to collect it all up. And let's transform it. What frequency? 3. Okay, so if there's anybody, I love Caroline's comment. Yay, code, she loves it. Okay, Caroline loves codes, she does too. So they're very powerful. So we've got 3, so I'm just basically asking my guides to provide the help. I'm a channel, and they are providing the frequencies or the energy to move this function. So we're just on the number 3 at the moment. You might feel something move in the body. Might not be in the lungs. It could be somewhere else. Remember, the lung meridian runs all over the body. Maybe on the back. Okay, stopped. Must be the next one. Let's go to the next frequency. 6. This is different energy. You might feel a different energy shift. And my body just works with the energy. So I'll do a lot of moving around when I'm doing codes. You might see me leaping, might see me jumping down. Okay, whatever they want to do with my body, it becomes a tool. So this is quite a swirly energy happening. You know, some of those you can see in here may be able to see things behind me, entities coming in, helping out. Basically, I've got my golden hands activated, and they were using me as a tool to help you. Okay, I'm just going to chuck this in the chat. The code, so 3-6 at the moment. Next code. 6 again. So when we get double digits like this is me going deeper into that last frequency. So just allowing it to go deeper, getting into more of the root problem. You know, when I'm working on things, I say I'm working on the liver, but it may not be the liver that's causing the root problem. It's the output at the moment. That's the issue. That's the physical field of the liver, but it may be in the other fields where the root cause is. So it could be in the emotional field, or the thought field, the egoic field, communication field, any of the spirit fields as well. So it could be a past life thing, could be all sorts of things. Trauma brought down from your ancestors. Okay, let me settle. So that's a 6. Next one. 2. This is different, this one. So this is more of a alignment energy. This one, I'm feeling like aligning the whole energetic field of the body, the big morphic field of the body. Okay. You can see me going out in the aura and coming through the center shaft of that body. Oh, it's nice flowy energy, that one. So, next one. 6 again. It seems to be a theme today, the 6. Okay, guys, and when I'm doing codes, it could take me an hour to create a code. Try not to do that today. Or it could take me a couple of minutes. It just depends on what needs changing and how intense the code is. Especially for the person I'm working on. if they understand energy and the different fields, we can go really deep and work on some really old traumatic stuff from the past, which is, they can be quite, and then also the future galactically. Just telling my guys to hurry up because it's mindful of the time. 4. Seven. Yeah, lots of phlegm in me, so getting some movement. So when you're releasing energy, when we're changing this dense energy into more of a lighter energy, transforming it, your body will want to release stuff. Now, some people release it in all sorts of different ways. Some burp, okay, a lot of burping, people burp. Some just want to blow. Some just want to let it up down to earth. So if you're having anything like that, just let it go. And just let the energy go back to Mother Earth, the negative energy. And she will transform it. That's what her job is. She loves it. And she'll transform it into life energy. So hence, all the plants have life energy. All the earthlings, elementals, they've all got life energy. And she is the one that will transform any energy that we don't like into their life energy, including ourselves. Okay, we're an earthling. Nine, 4. Okay. Crash into the table. Quick one, so it's 9. Seven again. Okay, and that's complete. Oh, definitely movement in my chest, you can feel it. All right, so the code, if you guys were listening, the code for the lungs, so helping clear those lungs and helping with the breathing, you know, both hemispheres are struggling at the moment. So the lungs is 366264797, and I'll post that onto my feed, into the social medias, and that's the clearing of the lungs. So how'd you go, Rose?
Really good, really good. I actually woke up this morning because I was, before falling asleep, I was in a meditative state, and I stayed in this position that sort of, when I came to again, I was feeling that I'd been in a position that's caused my lung area to be quite sore. and I come in here and I don't have that pain anymore that I woke up with this morning. So that's really good, because obviously I you know, locked something, or because I'd stayed in that position so long, it felt like that. But yeah, I feel good. It's a lot of energy. There's been a big unicorn here with cherry blossoms in the mane, and that unicorn turned up last week in one of my sessions, and it's turned up again today. So thank you.
Oh, lovely unicorn. And next week we better get onto the dragon, because I've got so much to say about dragons. So definitely lungs are clearing, okay? I love the unicorns. I love the dragon energy coming through. So yeah, that's all good.
Really good.
So that's at the end. Okay, we've got some feedback coming through. So put in your feedback. What do you feel? We love hearing about it. What did you see? Rose has seen the unicorns turned up. One of her 3. I know she's got at least 3 unicorns.
At least 3.
Yeah.
At least 3.
This is not
then-
mine, by the way. This is ours. This unicorn is a different one from mine. It turns up for all of us. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So there you go. I've got Caroline going, definitely tingling in the hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting thing. Sorry, interesting thing you did when we did the initial, you started, I was breathing into my chest and I could feel it pop out of my fingers. Whatever was clearing was popping out of my fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I'm clearing, I yawn, but apparently today I whistle also. So there you go.
I've had all sorts of things happening in my clinic. I've had people burping, I've had people screaming, even crying is a good one. Anything to release, okay, just release it. So dancing around, you name it. So anything to get rid of that energy, please do it. Release it. Your body doesn't need it anymore. So get rid of it. Send it to Mother Earth. Okay, Carol's saying colour purple comes up in greens.
Awesome.
Very cool. Yeah. So I know she's got the vision of sight colours. So I love working with Caroline. She's awesome. So so that's our treatment today. Lungs a feature. So first off did some there's just some energy, just some life force, and then we worked on the lungs with the code. So how do you use the code? Forgot about that because I use them all the time. How do we use the code? So the code is like an affirmation. Okay, so with each digit of the code, you sort of want to sink into the energy of it. So remember, each digit is a different frequency. So sinking into it, and if you've got time, just sink into each digit and feel the energy change and within your body. See where it is in your body. Things might move around. If you don't have the time, just simply read the code like an affirmation, absorbing that energy and then carrying on, okay? Or you can say it out loud. It's really simple. But basically what we've done is created a alchemized energy from a dense energy to a clearing or a more higher frequency, clearing the dense energy out. Okay, so that's how you use the code. I'll actually put some life force into that photo to give it a bit of a kick. So I'll do that right now before I forget. So the code is 366264797. And I'm just going to put the energy of Pangu behind that code to give it some real oomph. Okay, so take kindness and benevolence as basis, take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Take kindness and benevolence as basis, take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Okay, there's your code, guys. Use it however you want. Love the feedback. Come back next week. Tell us how you go with the code, and go from there. And next week, talk a bit more about dragons because I've been researching them and they're pretty amazing. Let's get on to that. All right, Rose.
Yes.
Where can we find you?
Okay, you can catch me at the Great Awakening Generator on YouTube. And we have got a lot of exciting stuff happening there, as in, and I know I said it last week, but I didn't tell you what. We've got people doing, showing us how to do auric magnetic healing, for example. We're doing light language on there, not as in a specific thing, but people come in and then, we do some work with them and then light language happens. So, I had somebody who I'm doing work with, Claudia and I are doing some work with, and she brought a language in last week. Or in the weeks ahead, you will find one of her series. She's doing her own language in it. So people are starting to be confident about their light language. Very important for this time and space because, light language is another tool you can use for healing and things like that. Okay. I'll tell you very quickly, movement card. I'm reminded to remind you, movement cards. Yep. Please be good and easy with yourself. Movement is upon us. In big ways, and in some ways, in shocking ways, and in some ways, in wonderfully surprising ways. Be open and keep your squad close because they will help you through the movement, whatever the movement is. Okay? Awakening. There we go.
Yeah. Thank you, Rose. Okay, you guys can catch me. I've got my new website up and running. Well, my new title of my website, chantellefrench.com, which will bounce you to my bioenergetic website. Just easier to remember than bioenergetics and easier to say. So chantellefrench.com will direct you to my website. If you need any information or anything like that, please contact me. Otherwise, we'll see you here next week.
Catch you next time. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
see ya. Bye.